Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. Good morning, everybody. It's me. It's Cardi B. And I am here live at Summer Games Done Quick 2021 online, powered by Twitch. I hope you're having a wonderful morning or an afternoon or evening, wherever you are. Just want to say hello. I know you're here. You're here to watch some hot speed runs. You're here to donate to a great cause. And I know, hold on, bring it in. It's the very, very last day of SGDQ. I know, I'm feeling it too. But don't worry, I'm here. I got you. I will take your hand and lead you through part of this momentous occasion. And you know what? Speaking of taking your hand, and speaking of going fast, we're going to go very quickly. And I'm going to take your hand to a game where, well, there's hands, and there's feet, and there's a torso, and there's a head, but they're not connected. I'm not sure how it works, and maybe our next runner can explain, because we are here and we are ready for Thextera with Rayman 80% on PlayStation 1. Take it away.
All right, welcome everybody. As the host has nicely said, this is Rayman 1 for the PlayStation 1. We are actually gonna, in the start of the game, you have the choice between memory card and password. Now, if you use memory card, there is a 5-second longer load. Like the first load of the game will be 5 seconds longer. So that is why we choose password. So let's hit password, let's hit start, and then I'm gonna count it down and we're gonna go. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, go. There we go. All right, Rayman 1, PlayStation 1. Yeah, Rayman 1 has come out on so many consoles, like almost way too many to call them all out. Spike earlier in the interview already counted a few of them. But yeah, there's a many. But yeah, we're actually doing the PlayStation 1 version because it's the fastest version to speed run, and also the most popular category as well. Now, the reason why all of them are like a different category is because all of them have like very tiny differences, where the PC and the PlayStation 1 version are like the two main versions, I would say. And the biggest differences between the two is the cage locations. So on the PC version, there is a few different cage locations than, for example, on the PlayStation 1 version. For the PC version, there is a lot of backtrack cages in the worlds too, where you would have to go trigger the cage very far into the screen and then go all the way back to get the cage. And that is the biggest reason why this version is slower. So yeah, this is Rayman. We are starting off while just being able to jump, and we can also grimace with our tongue. And then there is these Batilla screens where she will give us powers. And with the powers, we just received the power to punch. So we can actually punch. Like the first two screens of the game, we were not able to punch at all. But now we can punch. And there is 5 Batilla screens. So we'll be collecting a few more power-ups along the run. Now, you would think that we can't even run, because run is a power-up. You would think like, whoa, this game is really slow, right? Well, this run has so many cool tricks and strategies to make up for the first 40 minutes, where we have to deal with being just, where we have to deal with just walking. After 40 minutes, we will be able to run. But yeah, that said, all these levels have really cool optimizations to make the run look pretty impressive. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So, upcoming soon is the first boss fight in the game. His name is Visit. He's awesome. It's a little mosquito. We will have to hit him a couple times, and then something magical happens. You will see. Also, I am hitting the cages. The reason I'm doing that is because you need to collect all the 102 cages in the game to actually unlock the final screen. Well, the final level, rather. So yeah, upcoming already a nice optimization. We can actually get damage boost hits on this guy, where we just get underneath, we punch at a specific time, then we jump, and then we can hit him an additional time. which saves about 1 second. Now, there is a similar boss fight later on, where you can also do it twice, meaning all of them together save about 3 seconds. Also, every time you hit him, he moves to the middle and the top of the screen, so we want to hit him at the most convenient places, so he has a straight path to the top and the middle. And for the last hits, actually, he moves straight up, so for the last hit, you just want to hit him as soon as possible. Alright, so this is the first auto-scroller, but not like any other auto-scroller, this one actually can be sped up. You will notice that the screen will start moving faster and slower at certain times. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna stay on the left side of the screen where we're now, and then the screen is gonna move slower, so we're gonna move right. Because we wanna trigger the fast screen, which is gonna happen right about here, okay? Then we stay to the right, we take that live as a backup by the way. We stay to the right, screen moves faster again, then we move left, because it's gonna go slower again. And then right again, because it's gonna go faster again. Now this may not seem like the biggest deal in the world, but it saves like 5 seconds. Also, if you realized, the boss we just killed, he actually turned friendly. And he gets us to ride us in the auto-scroller, which is pretty awesome. So first you beat him, and then, he decides to help you, which is cool. All right, another Pitilla screen right here. This time, we get the hanging power. Yes, Rayman at this point was not able to hang at all. So yeah, now we can actually hang. Look, amazing. Hanging. Insane, insane. Right, so now we have 2 choices. Go to Bongo Hills, which is Bandland, or continue the forest, Swamps of Forgetfulness. Now we're gonna go to Swamps, because we need a power-up, which is the level after this. And that is the ring grab ability. Because if we don't get the ring grab ability, we will not be able to continue the game in mountains. But yeah, since this is an auto-scroller, I'll go ahead and allow for some donations. So if there is any, feel free to shout them out right now.
Of course, I gotcha. We have got a $200 donation from Senko Zero, who says, "Hey GDQ, thanks for continuing doing all you do all the years I've been able to watch. Thanks for all the runs and giving me and my friends such good runs for such a good cause." Thank you for your generous donation. And we've got $10 from Infinity Gene, who says, "Good luck, Thex, and all the best with the Rayman run." Yeah!
Thank you. Yeah, you can do one more.
Sure. $50 from Articate. Had to donate during Thex's run. Been looking forward to this run all week. Hope you get Electro Clip. Best of luck on the run.
Thank you very much. All right, so that was the auto-scroller. We just got 2 cages on the way here. Fun fact, on PC, you have to do this level twice, because there is a cage you cannot reach. That is also a big reason why this version is way faster. All right, so this screen is pretty much the hardest screen in the first couple of minutes of the game, because there are some pretty neat tricks here you can do. We're gonna spawn the cage, then jump back to the left, then do a series of punches here to get the plum up, and then we can barely reach this plum, punch it twice as far in the water as possible, and then if we're really good at the game, we can catch this cycle here. Ah, we didn't, but that's fine. You can barely catch this cycle. It's a pretty hard trick. I'm shaking insane amounts right now, so I'm not, I'd be happy to get these tricks down, but it's gonna be hard right now. Also, we're gonna spawn a cage by jumping up here, and we're gonna jump on this plum, and then we actually have to jump on the flower. For the last cage, here we go. So we're gonna go ahead and get that one, and that is also the final cage of this level. This is the first level we actually complete completely. There is 6 out of 6 cages. Now, the first 2 levels still have some remainder cages we have to pick up later. And yeah, we will do that later, because then we have the running ability. And in Pink Plum Woods, for example, the first level of the game, we could actually only pick up 5 out of 6 cages, even if we did a revisit right now. So yeah, even if we wanted to, we would only be able to get 5. So that's why we have to wait until we get helicopter and running ability, and then we can go ahead and clear up those cages. And for Anguish Lagoon, which is the second level of the game, it is just faster as well to get them when you have run. All right, so this screen, actually, when I first started out in 2014, the first trick I found, which was like a 3-second save, and I was really excited for that. Like coming into a game, and like a month after running it, I found my own strat, and it made me, you know, pretty happy. For example, if you see a runner, there we go, that's it. If you see a runner actually nail your strat, I don't know, it gives you like some sort of, what is it? Yeah, it's just good. It's just a good feeling whenever you find a strat and people actually end up doing your strat. But yeah, we actually manipulated that plum right there, jumped at the bottom, so it gets one more bounce up, and then we can actually reach that little platform just barely, saving like 3 seconds. All right, so this next screen, this game is very based on screen cycles, which is, yeah, if we turn around and get the screen back to the left and we turn around back to the right, the cycles will be different, you know? So, yeah, this screen is very based on screen cycles. Here we're doing some very precise jumps to make this, all these flowers on the first cycle. All the jumps I did there were very precise. So it might have, you know, looked easy and not big of a deal, but it kind of was. I jumped at specific times there to make that cycle work. Now, upcoming next, we're gonna grab a cage, and then we're gonna turn to the left to reset the plum cycle coming up. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna turn to the left, turn back right, and now this cycle is better. Otherwise, this plum cycle would be worse. So that's what we did there. You have to be careful here. The end of the screen. There's also a precise strat here. See if we can nail it. I mean, I'll take it. Also, we can jump through ceilings. Look at that. Great, right? So we get the plum. We jump from the plum while punching to catch the cage, and then we can just jump through the ceiling. Also, if you liked auto-scrollers, here's another one. This one cannot be sped up at all, though. So, yeah, feel free to shout out some more donations.
Absolutely, we got them coming in. We've got $5 from Tiger Player. Bring the good stuff, Mr. Thexy. Good luck, and don't screw up Frying Pan.
I'll try.
And $50 from Hugo PL. Hey GDQ, I'm 25, and my earliest memory must be me sitting on my mom's laps and playing Rayman on PC. And because of that, I'm a gamer to this day, so I had to donate. Love from Poland. Go Thextera. P.S. I never completed this ridiculously hard game. Do you think this game is hard, Thextera?
Oh, go ahead.
Do you think this game is hard?
Casually, this game is really hard. Yes. But the speedrun makes it easier. Because, yeah, everything is based on screen cycles, so if you play the same, everything will be exactly the same, and there is not really any RNG in the game. Well, RNG to the point where it bothers you. So yeah, basically no RNG in the game, and yeah, it's a lot of fun to speedrun this, for sure. Also, once again, I'm gonna jump here to get a different, like, additional damage boosts up here. So I punch, I jump at him, and then I can get a quicker second hit in, like I just did. Also, this fight is also always the same. I know exactly where he's gonna come from every time, and as soon as he moves over us, he's gonna drop a fruit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move to the left and the right, depending on where he comes from. So right now, I know he's gonna come from up. I can hit him as much to the middle and top as possible. And now, I'm actually gonna jump over him, which makes the hit I do next, which makes him stay on screen because of that, and I can get a quicker hit in on that as well. So now he's gonna come from the right, I'm gonna hit him, and then I can do another of those damage boost hits. So I'm gonna stand here, and then get another hit right there. So yeah, in total now, since including the first mosquito fight, I now saved the total amount of 3 seconds. Great, right? Okay. I actually hit him a little bit too early there, but that's fine. No big deal. Okay. So this, you want to hit them when he's like a little bit from the right of the screen, when he like popped out a little bit. And now for the final hit of the game, we want to hit him as fast as possible, which is all the way to the right of the screen. We're going to hit him as soon as possible, right there. You couldn't even see him, but he's dead. He's now slowly moving upwards and then just falling down. And that is the second mosquito fight, the second boss fight, done. No more mosquitoes now. Okay, so now we can actually enter Bandland. We will get the ring grab ability, and the ring grab ability will introduce us to speed locking, which is a really cool sort of trick or glitch, whatever you want to call it, where you hold up or down. You can choose while swinging off of rings or while jumping off of slippery platforms. You can lock any speed you get. So we are gonna hold up here, and yeah, we get already a little bit of speed. And later on, there will be really impressive tricks where you have to be doing that. So yeah, we're gonna enter Bongo now. Bongo Hills, which has a ton of small tricks once again. Really cool. Also here, we're gonna do a little fizz boost so that we can reach this jump. And also we're gonna jump through the ceiling again, like that. But you gotta make sure to jump on the left side, though, otherwise you don't go through the ceiling. Once again, going back, because it's faster to take the other route. Okay, here we're gonna jump in specific locations, and then we can get really fast here. And if we're good, apparently we are, we can get a damage boost there at the end. Okay, that's that. Now, I want to give a big shout out to the testers of the run, because they found a way to get the next cage in a really impressive, cool-looking way, saving like about 30 seconds, I think. Like even if you fail it, and you can try it again without losing time, basically, compared to doing it casually. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to jump over the end sign, all the way at the end of the screen, and then go all the way back, like a big... Oh, okay. I'm explaining it too much, and I'm even failing it. So let's do it now. There we go. Okay. So we actually abuse invincibility frames here. As you can see, we get damage boosted. Uh-oh. Don't die. Okay. I had to jump there. Anyway, we get damage boosted towards the left, and then while the invincibility frames are active, we can jump through those blue spiky balls. And that saves a lot of time because, yeah, as you can see here, I would have to jump over the end sign to trigger a cloud to move all the way back to the right. So we skipped all of that. Okay, so this game is also heavy on dead abuses. Also, I am doing a zip right here. So if I hold down, I can zip through. The way I set that up was I jumped on this green rocket and the platform at the same time. And what that does is it puts Rayman into a glitchy state where we just hold down and we can zip through any platform. And we're gonna do it again right here. This game has 2 zips in the game and both of them are on the same screen. So we're gonna jump here on the platform and the rocket at the same time, as you can see. And now we can just crawl into this wall and hold down and go all the way up, saving like 16 seconds. Also, that was a dead abuse, by the way. In this game has a few damage boost. This game has a few dead abuses where we take the checkpoint, we get the cage, and then we go back to the checkpoint. So yeah, that's that. Also, back when Spike was still running this game, he would have to do Bongo Hills twice. Reason being, because he couldn't get this next cage right here. Now, we can get it now by just holding up. See how much speed I got from that ring? Great, right? That is just by holding up. So we get, okay, I'm playing this very weird. we got a lot of speed from the ring, and we can just keep that speed. We can lock that speed by holding up or down. And that way we can reach that platform very easily, as you saw there. So yeah, back in the first speedruns of the game, you actually had to do this level twice because there's no way to get that cage without having the helicopter power-up. And the helicopter power-up is the power-up we get in the next level, or after the next level, rather. So yeah, we got that. There was actually a way to do it without speed locking. In particular, it involved a really really insane tether boost, which is like, you know, the sparkles between your fist and the ring. It's like a tether, right? And it involved using a really big tether boost and then getting like a damage boost on like one of these lightning eyes, and then you could also reach it. But yeah, that is insanely hard. We're not gonna do that. We don't need to do that anymore. We can easily save the 3 minutes now in Bongo Hills by just, you know, holding up. It's crazy actually how easy it is. It actually got discovered by Furchter, who used to hold the record for quite a while. He actually discovered speed locking, which is just, yeah, holding up or down. You can use it both. We actually found it in the next level. That is the first speed locking situation that we found by getting damage boosted by Mr. Stone. No, not the next level, but the level after that, sorry. So we get damage boosted, and also if you hold up or down, if you get damage boosted, you get a lot of speed from that, and you're gonna see that. Not in the next level, but in the level after that. Hopefully this is not getting too confusing, by the way. Also, the cage locations are in really, you know, interesting spots where we have to just jump over the end sign and jump all the way down here to get the final cage of the level. And that is another fully completed level. Quick damage boost here, saving a little bit of time. Now we have to wait for the cloud, and then we enter the final screen of this level. So if you watched the interview, I pointed out Allegro Clip and Stormer Skip Skip. Allegro Clip is coming up in the next like 30 seconds after this screen. It is coming up in the start of the next level, basically. So here, quick damage boost. We can abuse here. Get all the way through this section fast. Okay, this is just easy platforming, basically. Now we actually take the P upgrade here. We do that because we need it for a couple of damage boosts as well. And there is not really an accessible P coming up anytime soon. Unless we try Allegro Clip and we fail it. Then we would get a P, but, you know, we're not actually, you know, relying on failing it. So we have to get that P just in case. Okay, so right now, let's see if we get it. It's a really hard trick though. It's a frame perfect trick. You have to press right or left, and the next frame has to be down. Let's see. Ah, no, I didn't get it. Oh well. So yeah, right there, I would have gotten it, and I would have clipped through to the cage, and it would have saved like about 16 seconds. But we didn't get it, but that's fine. You don't get that too often. Trying it only once though is worth it. Okay, so this is where we would have clipped to. Quick tether or like fist boost here to make us speed way faster and finish up the screen. Okay, so if we do this correctly, we can just hold X and right here, and it's gonna like let us bonk sort of on an invisible wall. Okay, messed that up a little bit, but that's fine. But yeah, you bonk against an invisible wall, it doesn't even damage you, and it, you know, maintains your speed, so that's pretty cool. Okay, now the famous, what is it? This famous screen, everyone hated it, with the trumpets. If you've never done this before, this part is really hard, actually, to get it for the first time. But yeah, we know exactly where to jump, so it's not that bad to us. Okay, right there, there is actually another way to clip in the game. And since this clip position is so hard to see, I prefer to do the other clip route there, or the clip strat rather, which is basically spamming R1, which is the crawl right button, and holding down. And that is another way to clip, which can also be used in Sega Saturn, by the way. But yeah, clips, like normal ground clips, are not possible in the PAL version, which is the Europe version of the game. And they are not possible in any other version either. So only in Japanese PS1 and American PS1. All the others are not possible to clip. Okay, so this is another pretty tough section. Hopefully we can nail it pretty nicely. Get up here to get another cage. Okay. And then now there's a bunch of little platforms, small platforms. We're gonna try and get through this section. Really impressive looking, like that. And then we're gonna even do a fizz boost. And then we can get all the way through it. That's perfect. And now, if we were insanely good at the game, we would have been able to get a crazy fizz boost here to go all the way to here, but that's fine. That is very hard to do. I'm really happy anyway how the screen went. Also jumping to the left there to trigger the end sign. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to jump on the cloud that triggers the end sign, but we don't have to do that. We can just jump to the trigger immediately. Now, this damage boost, probably one of the oldest tricks in the game, saves about 10 seconds, I think. And just go all the way through this section. Fizz boost here to get more speed. Now we get introduced to Mr. Sax, who is standing here at the end of the screen. And you can already say bye, Mr. Sax, as well, because we won't be seeing him at all anymore in this run. Reason being, we can skip the boss fight. So Mr. Sax Hullabaloo is a world that has 2 screens and like an extra boss area. And all the cages are on screen 1. So what we can do is we can get all the cages and we can exit out through the end sign, like the exit sign. And then we can just move on. The game doesn't track whether you have killed the bosses or not to be able to move on in the game. So yeah, that's the first and last time we see Mr. Sax. Okay, up next is the Blue Mountains, first level Twilight Gulch. Yeah, but anyway, the reason there is actually a category on the leaderboards called Beat Mr. Sax. And we made that category because, you know, we are all really sad that we can't, you know, we don't get to kill Mr. Sax or beat Mr. Sax rather. So we made up a category to beat him as fast as you can. And those runs take like about 20 minutes. So all you do is go straight to Sax, beat him, and that's the category. Just because he is cut out from the normal any % run. So yeah, there is some love for Mr. Sax right there. Okay, so a convenient refill here on the HP. Every time, basically, if you get 100 things, you get a life refill. So you get an extra 1-up, and you also get your health refill. So yeah, here you see Mr. Stone chasing me right here. This is the point where we found speed locking, well, where Furchter found speed locking for the first time ever, which is where we just hold up here in a little bit. So all we do is hold up, and then we get crazy speed. We can extend it by using helicopter like there. And that's where we discovered it was possible, and from then on, we used it on more and more locations. Eventually, you know, even here. And there you go. That is actually amazing that I got that. Really happy about that. So that's a pretty hard strat to do. You need to time your hovers pretty nicely, and then you can squeeze into those 2 platforms, go all the way to the platform, like to the last platform. Okay. Now you may have seen that we didn't collect any cage in the previous screen. That is because it is faster to get it while we have the running ability, and we will get that after the next level. Also, we're gonna do another dead abuse, and while we do the dead abuse, we are actually holding down, because any moving sprites, if it hits you for the last HP, you will skip a little animation, like a half-second animation. You can skip by just holding down while dying. So that's what I did there. Also on this screen there is 2 end signs, so I could move all the way to the right, follow this cloud, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna do a crazy tether boost and go all the way to the end sign here. So that's what we're gonna do here. Okay. There was something else I wanted to say, but I forgot. I will probably remember it later anyway. Okay, so another pretty difficult section, all like very based on cycles as well. And a really tiny, the tiniest auto-scroller you have ever seen. It takes like, what, 2 to 3 seconds? In a little bit. I don't know, I still don't know why the auto-scroller is there, but yeah, it is there. Also abusing some HP here. Yeah, you're gonna, by the way, you're gonna see me get to 1 HP a lot of times. We play around with HP like crazy. Like you're gonna see here that I'm gonna be 1 HP. And then conveniently there's a P here that we get, and then we get back to 5. And now we're gonna do more damage boosts. And then get back to like 1 HP in the next screen. Yeah, in the next screen we'll be back to 1 HP, crazy enough, right? Cool. So this is the really tiny autoscroller, by the way. If you blinked, you probably missed it. Okay, that is a lot of damage boost. I was not supposed to do that many, but it's fine. Convenient P here. Yeah, we have to skip out on 1 damage boost now. Still gonna do quite a few. Also, that was not what I wanted to do, but it's fine. Okay. So yeah, 2 HP now. I will do 1 more damage boost on the next screen, and then we have 1 HP again. You know, like it's pretty scary. It can be pretty scary to the audience, I'm pretty sure. So here we're gonna punch this, and then use this lava piece to get up on top of here. And now we're on 1 HP again. Conveniently, there's a P in a little bit, which we can pick up again to get to 3 HP. And then we're gonna once again use all this HP. And shoutouts to Energy Master for finding this data abuse. So we take the photographer, we get hit 1 more time so we can die faster here. We get the cage, and once again, we hold down on this cloud to die half a second faster. And then we appear back at the photographer too. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what we did. Now, if you were already tired of me getting on 1 HP, well, here's some more. Once again, spawning a cage, getting back to 1 HP once again. Not sure if I should do this strat, but we did it anyway. Look how close this is, by the way. This is called lava fragment skip, where if you're fast enough, like I did, you can barely skip that little lava piece right there. So now we're back on 1 HP. And we're ready to go to the next level, which is Mr. Stone Peaks. This is another screen where we can abuse speed locking a lot. Also, we have to free this guy's guitar. Shoutouts to the PC version of the game, by the way, that has voice acting here, which is awesome. Definitely want to check that out. So we're gonna speed lock here, which is basically every time we press X, which is helicopter, and we go right, Rayman moves fast for a couple of few frames, right? So if on those speed frames we hold up, we can lock that speed, right? So that's what we're doing. Also a really nice way to get this gauge here. Okay, yeah, that was really unlucky. Nobody saw that. We're just gonna show it off again. Gonna stay low, get the P. And damage boost. Oh, we should get the P here. All right. Yeah, this screen is very hard. As you can see, the screen is full of little spikes everywhere. It's a really hard screen for sure. Okay, also full of speed locks. Basically, you only get like 1 or 2 seconds to set up most of these speed locks, because if you fail it, you know, you will have to do it, you'll have to do that section slower. Okay, right now, 1 more cage on this screen. There we go. So the next screen is another one of those amazing auto-scrollers. And we'll have some more time for donations. So go ahead, we'll be there in like a second anyway.
Sure, we've got a lot of them rolling in. People are loving this run. We've got a $10 donation from Kobalski, who says, "Who's this Rayman guy, and why is his nose so big?" I don't know if there's a canon reason for that.
No idea.
$15 from YBYN. I am excited to be donated to SGDQ for the first time and happy to see Thex running. I loved playing Rayman so much when I was younger, and it's been so exciting to watch you stream it since I've been following you for the past few months. Awesome to see you running at SUDQ, and best of luck for the run.
Thank you very much.
$25 from Grumpmeister. Best of luck, Thex. Happy to see you showed this off on the big stage. You got this. Also, Pluck is the best limbless mascot. Changed my mind. Fighting words, really. $30.
You can go one more.
Sure. $30 from Emultant, and he just says, "Rain on."
Nice. All right, so this is actually another set of auto-scrollers. I just wanted to point out how we're doing a little damage boost there at the start to make this section a bit quicker. And there's gonna be a pretty much identical auto-scroller in a bit where we're gonna do the same. So yeah, you can keep it up with the donations for now.
Absolutely. $5 from 863. Good luck, Thex. You are awesome. Can we get Choco Clip?
Maybe. We'll try.
$20 from Robin and Cap'n. Yo, Thex, good luck on your run. Best of luck on Picture City, and go get those Octa-hits. P.S. Where can I get that Rayman hoodie again?
It is finally made by my one and only sister. So yeah, you're gonna, you're gonna have to put in some good words on my sister to get her to make you one like that. So yeah, good luck with that. All right. Anyway, that was the auto-scroller is gone. Right now we are on 1 HP again, as you can see. Optimally, we are at 2 HP here, but that's fine. I can just take a quick HP here, right there, to make this section a little bit safer, because sometimes I get hit here. But we should be fine. Okay, we're good. Okay, so in the next screen, there is Mr. Stone, and that boss fight has went through so many optimizations. It used to be a really, really slow fight, but because of all the optimizations and the tricks and whatever, it is now a really cool boss fight. Really cool looking boss fight with tons of damage boosts and whatever tons of damage boost and tricks. So yeah, we're gonna go kick his ass. Also a little tether boost here, or a fist boost rather. And normally there is a lava ball that spawns on every of these small platforms where we can jump over the triggers to not make them spawn on the second and the fourth platform, making that really fast section as well. Okay, oops, careful here. Okay. I'm thinking of getting the life real quick. That sets my HP up a little bit better. Conveniently, there's a life here. Doesn't take all that much to get. So yeah, this boss fight, he throws rocks from the top to the bottom, basically, and we can actually jump into them, get a damage boost high enough to hit this middle thing right here. That's what we're gonna try. So right now, we're gonna delay this as much as possible, because then he's gonna do a different cycle. If we hit him any faster than that, the cycle will be different. So we're not gonna do that. Then we're gonna wait as long as we can here to get another hit. Then we're gonna jump again, hit the middle thing. There is a set amount of time between each of these punches, so I gotta wait sometimes to punch it. Also, we're gonna punch him now a couple times just to make sure, but only one is enough. The reason we punch him is it makes him jump faster on the final hit, which is weird, but that's how it works. So here, he will jump faster for some reason. I don't know why, but he does. Just by punching him, I still don't know how and why, but if you punch the boss, even though it does no damage, the last jump will be shortened by like a second, which means he's off screen for like a second less. I'm still mind blown by the fact that that's possible, but yeah, it is. Also, remember when I pointed out about 40 minutes into the run, we get the running ability? Well, here you go. The final Batilla screen, and now we have the running ability. So now we can actually go back and clean up the forest and also clean up Bandland. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start off with Twilight Gulch. Also, after Hard Rocks, we have actually been trying to avoid grabbing things for a very specific reason. because in the first level of Picture City, there is a strat we call the 99 things strat. That means we're gonna have to get 99 things exactly at a specific point. So we're gonna try and skip a lot of things here, even though here right now it doesn't matter. The reason it doesn't matter is because we're gonna do a dead abuse at the end here, and we're gonna hit the end sign, and that's gonna reset our thing count anyway. It also resets your fist, by the way, which is very important later. So yeah, we're just gonna clean up this level. We're gonna get all the cages. Then we're gonna dead abuse, we're gonna hit the end sign, and that's gonna reset both our thing count and our fists as well. So there we go. We use the ring to get to this cage fast, conveniently, immediately dead abusing. And now we're gonna go to Bandland. The reason we're going to Bandland first is because of a trick called speed storage. And that trick I will try to explain in not this screen, but the next one, because that's another autoscroller. Also, I think the last autoscroller of the game. But yeah, it's a very difficult to explain trick. It is actually easier to do than to explain, basically. But yeah, first we're gonna have to get through this section. Below me, there is just a pit, by the way. There is only a pit, so if I fall down, I fall to my death. I need to be careful here. Okay, gonna try to avoid as many things as possible, because as I said, we're moving towards the 99 things strat. This is not going that optimal, but it's fine. Let's see if we can get this. All right. Okay, one more cage here. Fun fact, for this cage, you need to hold up on PC to look up, and then it spawns the cage. On PS1, that is not needed. Okay. Just gonna finish this screen, and then in the next screen especially, we're gonna try to avoid as many things as possible. Just so we can line up our thing count in like 5 levels from now. Crazy enough, right? So we're gonna jump over as many as possible here. Sometimes you can skip even 3, but it's not super precise. Mostly depends on the Picture City levels anyway. Okay, we're gonna skip a few more here. But yeah, anyway, speed storage. So, since we have the running ability, we can actually, every time you do a running jump, which makes Rayman spin, as you can see here, right? Rayman is spinning, and if I just do neutral jumps, Rayman is not spinning, right? You can see that? Every time you spin, and you do that from a certain speed, you can lock that. You can actually not even lock that, you can store that. So every time I jump from, for example, a ring with a ton of speed or a slippery platform with a ton of speed, we can use that speed that we locked or set up, use it later on to get to a section where we're not supposed to. You will see it. You will see it later. So we set that up at the last. At the end of the next screen, which is the Mr. Sax Hullabaloo screen, which is also the boss fight we skip. Also, there is a pretty awesome lighting boost here that we can do. There we go. Saves a bit of time. We get this cage, we go back left, or back down. And we keep going. Get a life here. And then getting that cage. All right, and then we have to do a clip, which is, once again, frame perfect. I got a half clip there, which means it was really, really close. There we go, 4th try, not too bad. So yeah, that is on a specific section of the platform. You press right or left, and the next frame has to be down. Frame perfect, do clip down there. And here we have to do that again, the clip. We're gonna do it again, but this time we have a lot of attempts on it, because you can only do it on where a horizontal platform meets a diagonal platform. Okay, we got it. We can even try it here. Okay, only gonna try that once though, because that doesn't save too much time. But yeah, you can only clip when a horizontal platform meets a slope or a diagonal platform, and on that little bulge you can try it. Also, here we're gonna... Here, actually, you saw me jump off of that slippery platform, right? I got a lot of speed while rolling. Well, that is that is the speed I'm gonna use in the next level. So I got a lot of speed here, and now I need to make sure to not do any rolling anymore. Because if I do a normal rolling jump now, I will ruin the speed storage. And yes, the speed storage also carries over on the world map. So I set it up, jumping from the slippery platform. And now I'm gonna use it right here, jumping from a plum. You can use it on any event, which is a... Oh, apparently I failed it? Okay, that is very unfortunate. Now we have to do an old strat. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, please. Nice, okay. Nah, I just did this to show off the old strat, don't worry about it. Anyway, that is not how speed storage should have worked. I should have gotten the speed I got from setting it up on the slippery platform. But it's fine, we did a backup. So right now we're gonna clean this off. There we go. And now only 2 more forest levels to get through. There is another instance of speed storage later on though. So yeah, we're not done yet with speed storage. First, we're gonna clean up these levels. See if we can clean up this night. Yep. We can actually just barely hit the cage and then duck. And get a little bit faster than you would normally be able to. Okay, now we get one more, and we barely outspeed the hammer. Okay, one more cleanup level, and then we're gonna go ahead and go to Picture City, which is where the levels start to become way harder. Also, once again, we're still trying to avoid as many things as possible, by the way. We're still trying to avoid as many things as possible. Alright, we do this section in a specific way. We can jump over him. That's fine, without getting hit, that is. Pretty precise to do that. One more cage, and then we can enter Picture City, which is starting off with like a bunch of really hard to do strats, basically. There is actually a really recent strat there that saves about 4 seconds. It's kind of risky though. I'll try it though. I'll try it. I'll try it at least once. And if I don't get it first try, then so be it. Damage boost here. We're gonna do one more damage boost on this screen to set up our HP better again for the next level. So one more damage boost here. Okay. Now it's time for Picture City. Yeah, this screen is really hard. The next screen, it's pretty hard to do. A couple of tricks here, also involving some speed locking. Gonna do a crazy tether boost in the start. First, we gotta go to the right. The reason we set up our HP like we did is because we're gonna die here at the end of the screen. Okay, that went well so far. Oh, that's when I actually lost my momentum there for a reason, but it's fine. So we get this cage, and then we do a dead abuse here. And now we actually exit the screen and re-enter to reset our ting count and our fists. It's very important that we reset our fist. There is 2 stages of speed fists in the game, and we need a stage 2 fist to be able to grab the cage on the 3rd screen here. Without that, we were not able to grab it in the unintended way, and we would have to do the section normal, which loses about 15 seconds. So yeah, this screen is pretty hard. We can spawn that P right there. That also spawns the sharpener. Okay, let's see if we can get this. This really hard strat. Oh my god. Nice, that's a good start. Let's see if we can finish it off. Oh my, okay. We actually got it. Okay. We're gaming today. We're gaming. All right, so that strat was really hard. Saves like 4 seconds. I'm really happy to actually get that in the run, not gonna lie. All right, we're gonna spawn the ferry there. Get another cage. And now, on the next screen, we're gonna use, we're gonna make use of that stage 2 fist. We're gonna make good use of that stage 2 fist. Because we're gonna grab a cage from really far away. Now, the thing is, also, I don't have enough things at all. Okay, so the 99 things thread is dead, by the way. I lost some things, I think because of dead or something, I don't know. Anyway, 99 things thread is now dead officially, but that's fine. All I care about now is that cage. Now, we have the stage 2 fist, right? But we still need to be lucky, because we need to hit this on an odd frame. This punch right here has to be done on an odd frame to get it. So right there, sometimes you can, mess it up like 8 times. I think I've seen 8 times once before we got it. So yeah, it's basically a 50-50% chance. That is also why we call it the 50-50, by the way. That is why we call it that way, because it's, for humans, it's 50-50 chance. But yeah, okay. So, one more damage boost, back to 1 HP, by the way, but it's fine, because we can get a refill right here. Oh! I don't know why that happened, but it happened. Get a refill. Last gauge of the level. Now we have to go all the way back. Because we need to actually be Tiny Rayman in order to progress. So we're gonna do one more damage boost. And now, we really don't want to see any more damage boost until the boss fight. Because on the boss fight, there is extra hits you can do by using damage boosts. There is a total of 3 that you can do, actually. So yeah, 4 HP, 3 damage boosts. Which means I am not able to take a hit now, otherwise I'm losing time by default. But that's fine. Right. Few yin-yang balls to push away. Make sure to dodge the lightning. And we should be good on entering the boss fight with 4 HP. Good. Now, the last damage boost hit on the boss fight, if you mistime that, you softlock the game and there's nothing you can do other than to reset the console or return it on. But that's not gonna happen. Don't worry about it. Okay, so this boss fight is pretty cool, I would say. Starts off with you having to punch the pirates. And then after you're done with the pirates, the boat will be lowered a little bit and then you can hit the bucket at the top there. You have to hit that a couple times and then the other pirate jumps off. Right there. This is also one of the only real RNG points in the game where the pirate drops the bombs. But yeah, as I said before, that RNG is really not that impactful. It really doesn't matter all that much in the run. It can screw you over a little bit, but at most it's like, a few seconds of time loss, so not too bad. Okay, so damage boost number 1. We can jump into the boss fight. And if we hold X, we get like a little boost in height, right? Just right here again. And we can actually make a hit on her. If we're high enough, we can make a hit. So that's 2. Now, for the last one, since you're not supposed to kill her when the knives are up on the screen, if you mistime it, if there is still knives spinning, it will softlock the game. But if you wait until the final knife starts moving, then it doesn't softlock the game. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wait. That's the reason we wait, by the way. Until the last one is moving, and then we're gonna hit her. See, and then we don't softlock the game. We didn't softlock the game. Conveniently, we are on 1 HP, which is perfect, because we're gonna do a dead abuse on the next screen. Sometimes the HP count of Rayman lines up way too good. I don't know why, but sometimes it just lines up perfectly. So right here, we're gonna get the cage, and then we're gonna jump into the pencil. Which is faster than moving back. Then we're gonna do this unintended jump right here, and then we're gonna move on. Now, there is a thing called momentum preservation, which is basically if you get the rolling momentum and you hold up and you press while holding up. You press jump on the frame you hit the ground. You can actually extend your speed as long as you like. So in the TAS of the game, which I highly recommend watching, once the TAS gets the running ability, it goes crazy. But here, oh, that would have been so sick if I got that. So right there, I tried to hold up and press X the moment I hit the ground. And then we actually get a really nice boost and we can get all the way to the end sign. And we call it the easy jump because it's so easy, you know? But yeah, the TAS is full of those. And that is the reason, not only that, that's a big reason why you should check out the TAS. It's made actually in 2017, believe it or not. The TAS is pretty old right now, but it's a really nice watch, for sure. Okay, so right here we have another speed locking section. We have only one try to set it up, or two, and then we can make it through all these pencils here without having to wait. We did. And then we can even skip the life here by extending our speed lock a bit longer. And that's that. Okay, then we can try to drop down without taking damage. Nice. Basically, if you hit walls, you reset your horizontal momentum. And yeah, then you can move left and right quicker while falling down, for example. This section is also really hard casually, by the way. It's a very, very hard casual section. Also, nice hitbox, right? Rayman's hitbox is basically a little rectangle. And yeah, you can get away with getting really close to some pins or damages. And yeah, without actually getting damaged, which is kind of nice. Also, this is a really troll cage location. Just before you hit the end sign, it spawns the cage. Very troll. Okay, then we exit. And now there is like insane amounts of bouncy platforms. Everyone hated this section, but if you just, you know, go in between these, you can get to the cage really quickly. Now it's also very important that I get as many things as possible, because I will try to refill my things at some point. So I will be able... Uh-oh. Okay, wait, I hovered a bit too early there. Wait. Now I need to get running momentum, and then I can make this. Okay, good. Alright, we're fine. Anyway. In the next level, there is a section where I want to actually refill my HP. And I'm going to try to do that by getting 100 things. So that's why I'm trying to pick up as many things on the way as possible. Also, I'm moving back to the left here to get the slippery platform again, which is faster than actually moving to the right after the final cage on the pencils. Okay? Then a leap of faith. It's where we just jump and hover, get all the way to the end sign. Okay. So, now it's time for Spaceman Masquerader. I'll go ahead and give some more time for donations while I get myself through this first screen. So go ahead and do so.
Sure thing. We've got a ton of them. We've got $60 from Silver Spade 92. Great show, Thextera. I could never beat this game back in the day, let alone move through it so elegantly. Shout out to all the Rayman speedrunners who made this possible. Loving the commentary. Very informative. Good luck. Have fun.
Thank you. Go ahead.
$25 from Tristram Wolf. Thextera, whenever he has more than 1 HP, it's free damage boosts.
Nice.
And we've got $42 from Double Evil. Really enjoying this Rayman run, and I'm amazed at the level of detail in Thextera's commentary, as much as I am seeing all the strats chained together perfectly. Thank you so much for your amazing work.
Thank you. One more.
$25 from Saito Bearski. I just woke up and read on Twitter that the Rayman run is up, and now I'm watching it while breakfasting. It was also the first game I've ever played in my life, much with my mom when I was just 6 years old. It also got me into gaming, so I had to donate through this amazing run. Yeah!
All right, so the moment, if you watch the interview, the moment you've been waiting for, Stormer skip skip. It's a very high chance of failure, but I'll try my best, see if we can get it. It looks extremely impressive. Let's see. Ah, damn it. That was almost good. Okay. Let's just do it normal now, just in case. Okay, so what should have happened there, I almost got it, by the way. It was pretty close, I would say. What should have happened there is I should have gotten that last little hop a little bit later, which means I would have been able to get to the platforms to the right. Would have been really cool, but it's fine. It's a very, very hard trick. One of the hardest tricks in the game, I would say. Oh, it's fine. We're just gonna do it normal now. The annoying thing about it is if we die here, we actually cannot do a strat on the next screen, which saves like 4 seconds. So yeah, that's another major down part about it, failing it, but it's fine. I mean, I almost got it. You saw a little bit of greatness on the rings, at least. Also, we can squeeze through here, weirdly enough. And jump over this anti-tune, get one more cage. And now we will do another instance of speed storage. This speed storage, however, doesn't save all too much time. We will set it up on the slippery, coming up here. So we're just gonna hold right. And this rolling speed, this is the speed we're gonna use on the next screen. So we're gonna do a normal walking jump on the sharpener, and then we're gonna do a rolling jump, and then we get the speed we set up on the slippery, and then we can get all the way to that platform. So we got nice speed from the slippery to save a couple of seconds right there. Right, this section is also pretty hard casually, I would say. This section is actually almost impossible on Android. If anyone has ever tried this game on Android with touchscreen controls, that section is literally impossible. Oh, it's great. Okay. Upcoming next is the Space Mama boss fight, which is also a really cool boss fight lately because there is ways to get double hits on them as well on the fight. Basically, sometimes she doesn't attack, right? And she gets invincibility frames, or well, if you attack her, she gets invincibility frames, right? And normally they run out after she moves away. But if we turn her around, her iframes run out quicker and we can get another bonus hit in. So we're gonna do that 2 times, 3 times. The 3rd time we can also do it, but we don't even have to get hit then. But yeah, I'll show you right here. The first 4 hits are just normal. So the first 4 hits don't really matter. We're just gonna hit her after she's done shooting at us. Right there. And then the hit after that, that is where we're gonna do some double hits. I think it saves like 8 or 10 per double hit, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna get damaged here. Then we're gonna hit her and turn her around, right? And now you can see her turn around, and that animation is long enough for her to lose iframes. And as you can see, we can hit her again. For this hit, we just hit her as soon as we can, because she moves off right away. And then she's gonna do a whole like section of these pots. Maybe you can even fit in a donation right here while these spot cycles are going.
Sure thing. We've got $25 from Andy. Happened to wake up early and catch this Rayman run by chance, but I'm amazed at how awesome this run is. Thextera is killing it. Donation goes to Runner's Choice.
Thank you very much. All right, one more.
Sure, $20 from Chaos Caller. Like a lot of people, I was never able to finish Rayman. Good to see Thextera is here to avenge us all.
Okay, so one more damage boost. We're gonna get hit, turn her around again. Her iframes will run out on time, and we can hit her again. And then for the final one, she actually, it's an oversight from the developers, I think. She will fire 2 beams at us. Normally, she only fires 1 beam, but sometimes she fires 2 beams at us. So if we hit her, her iframes also run out after the 2nd beam. However, that hit is not the easiest to do, but we'll try it. And it involves some pretty precise timing. Also, this washing machine actually has a health indicator, by the way, but you probably missed it. Wow, that was actually... Yeah, the hitbox of Space Mama is ridiculous, as you can see. But anyway, here is what I mean. We're gonna hit her, then she's gonna fire 2 beams at us. Then, yes, perfect. So if we time it right, we can get an additional hit in, and we don't even need to use hit points for that. All right, now, time for the hardest levels, in my opinion. They also look insanely cool. If we can get all the strats, I'll try my best. It's really hard though. First, we grab this ring, we go all the way to here, and we do a dead abuse, which is faster than actually running back. Okay, and now for these fist boosts that look really crazy. Yeah, this section is just craziness, the game. Almost. I was supposed to get enough height for the cage there, but it's fine. Okay, that's fair enough. If I don't die here, I'm happy. It's very easy to die here. Okay. One more fist boost right here. And then a cool strat at the end. Okay, I'll take it. I'll definitely take that. Pretty good screen. So now there is these platforms that move up and down, and we can actually skip a little cycle here. If we go all the way to the right of these platforms, we can do a precise jump where we can hang on to this and move on like that. Good. Now there is one platform here without a thing, which is the one we drop down to. And we get another cage right there. Yeah, some of the cage locations are just very obscure in my opinion, but it is what it is, right? Okay. Another pretty cool section here with some damage boosts. We're gonna get damage boosted on like one of these blue spiky balls right here. And then while the iframes are rolling, we're moving on like that. We're gonna jump to the right here to trigger a cloud to spawn, which you normally trigger by standing on this bottom cloud here, the one I'm not standing on. But we can actually just barely reach the trigger by doing the right jump there. So we can immediately get on this cloud. And then we're gonna jump down and hopefully catch this second cloud cycle. Okay. And now for a really impressive trick. Ah, that's fine. Okay. Still look pretty impressive in my opinion. We could have extended our speed all the way to the right, but it's kind of hard to get that. We're gonna wait here a bit to despawn this platform. That's why we jumped back up, by the way. We trigger the platform to move down, we jump back up, we wait until it's despawned, and then we jump down, saving like a second or two. Okay, eat at Joe's. This is where we get 40 seconds of downtime, so feel free to shoot any more donations right here.
Sure thing. $25 from Fatali. Greetings all from Norway. Rayman was the first game I bought with my own money back in the day and will always hold a special place in my heart, despite being too hard for my younger self. Now my nephew is in love with Rayman Legends and I couldn't be prouder. Hopefully he will also someday share my love with GDQ. Keep up the excellent work.
All right, so this is a dark screen right here. But thankfully, this whole screen is in, like, basically embedded into my mind, so I know exactly where to go. Fun fact, someone actually made a ROM hack of this game to make this screen for the whole game. So the whole game is dark. There is a ROM hack currently out that makes that possible. I have not completed it because it's not, you know, my 2 cents, or I don't really like it all that much, but it's a pretty damn hard ROM hack. But yeah, that was the dark screen. Fun fact, again, on the Atari Jaguar version, the dark screen is not there. It is just a lighted, like a lit up screen. I don't know why, but yeah. That is what it is. Okay, damage boost there to catch that cycle. Now for a really cool ring section that I screw up most of the times, but not all the time. Oh, okay, we gotta be careful here. Oh. Okay, I don't know how I didn't die, but yeah. Let's just say yeah. Okay. Oh, damn. That is not how I wanted it to go. Let's try it again. There we go. All right, good enough. And then this stupid cloud here that moves up and down, like just slightly. Yeah, this jump is ridiculous, by the way. Okay, there we go. Okay, here there is another clip. After we get this cage, we can run up and get a little clip here if we're good. Oh wow, we actually got that? Are you joking? Okay, apparently we get the clip. Nice. I only really tried that once. It's only really worth trying once in my opinion, but yeah, if you get it, you get it. Once again, frame perfect input, you press right. 1 frame later, you press down. On that specific point. So that was great. All right. Okay. A few more damage boosts, by the way. Conveniently, there is a life in a bit. So I'll do 1 more damage boost. I'll be back on 1 HP once again. But thankfully, there is a secret life here that we can take. By jumping over this blue spike here, we spawn a life. There's a few of these secret lives and like secret locations in general. It's pretty cool. Pretty hard to find though, not gonna lie. Here we're gonna already jump off because we end the screen where we started it basically. Right, now there is a really long like section of all these UFO platforms. It's just basically me standing on a UFO platform. So if there's more donations, go ahead. This is the good time.
Absolutely. We've got $100 from Grinsvogel. Rayman was the very first game I ever played back then, and I've been a fan since. Super happy to see it finally getting some love at GDQ. Forget the frames and save the elect tunes. Yeah! I'm working on that. $25 from 607. I love Rayman, although I have not yet managed to beat the original due to its difficulty. I'm so excited to see this run that I'm going to accept some spoilers and watch it to the end if I can. Good luck.
All right, so right there, I tried to set up speed storage again. And I think I did set it up, but I don't think it's fast enough. We can actually use it here. I'm gonna try to do it just really late. No, okay. So if you set up a better speed storage area, if you had more speed on that ring there, where I tried to set it up, and you use it there, you can get that cage and land on this UFO platform without having to jump up these clouds. But yeah, it's like a 3-second time save, so it's not big of a deal. It's a really hard trick though, so yeah. I'm already glad I didn't screw up the setup. So here, 1 more damage boost, which makes us able to get through this next little ball quicker. Here we're gonna get the cage off screen, which is also the final cage of this level. And we only have 6 cages left in the game, which is in the next screen, or the next level rather. 1 more damage boost here. And that makes us able to get to the end sign immediately. Perfect. Okay, 1 more level. 6 cages to go. All 6 of them will be on the next screen as well. So it's gonna be fast. We're gonna collect cages really fast. Pretty impressive tricks here again. Playing around with rings all the time. Let's see. We got this. Okay, that was barely death, but it's fine. Barely is not completely. Okay, get some more speed from these rings. We turn around here. We turn around here late to spawn the next section. Oh, okay. Apparently I conveniently did this the safe way. That's fine. Now we jump here. we damage boost, we turn to the left, we get damage boosted to the right, so we land on that platform, and then we can use invincibility frames to jump up that. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, the last cage of the run. Oh, I missed some speed here. And now we move to the Mr. Scobbs boss fight. We're remember on whoa, okay. Careful. Remember on the Mr. Stone boss fight where, oh god, okay, I'm actually dying. Where I actually hit the boss and it would, you know, make his jump a little bit faster. Well, on this boss fight, hitting him also does something. Even though it doesn't do any damage, it does make him move away faster, and you'll see that later. You'll see that later. Okay, let me just move quickly here. Back to the right. That was pretty unfortunate, but whatever. Let's try this strat now. Oh, I got it. Okay, let's get the life just in case. Okay. Man, these platforms don't like me today. Oh boy. There we go. Okay, now we can enter the fight. Okay, so the boss. First, there is a true RNG part in the run where he basically knocks off these red platforms. And then you see the thing there. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to hang on the edge whenever he moves closer to the screen, because if you don't hang, you die. But what you can do is you can hit him, basically punch him when he's on the edge, and he actually moves to the right quicker, which is really weird. I don't know why it works, but it works. Even though you don't do any damage, he moves quicker away. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit him. See? He moves away immediately, just by hitting him. Even though it doesn't do any damage. We do this 3 times. Here we go. Right, now there is no more RNG. He just knocks off the right platform every time, then the middle, and this one. And then we enter his second phase after a little bit of more chasing. And this is where we can do another little optimization. Saves like 2 seconds. It's like we skip a little cycle. And we can do that by basically standing in a pixel precise location. But thankfully, that precise location is the location we spawn in. So we're not gonna move away. We're gonna hold down here. We're gonna do a little trick here. And then hit him as late as we can, right there. And then, basically, only the speedrunners really knew what happened here. We actually skipped one of these phases where he knocks his claw, right? So right here, he like knocks his claw. One of those we just skipped by hitting him really late there. Saves like 2 seconds. Pretty cool. You can basically do that like 3 times, or as much as you have HP. But you always need to basically move to the pixel precise location again, which is pretty hard to do. Like, it's very precise, so I only do it on the first one. So yeah, this was Mr. Scobbs. Now we actually can enter the final level because we collected all the cages. A lot of casual players probably went to this point, they finally beat Mr. Scobbs, and then they're like stuck here. Because, you know, they don't have all cages, so they can't move to Mr. Darkstare. But we can. We can. So yeah, starting off with the frying pan section. Weirdly enough, also this world is completely filled with candy. That's why it's called Candy Chateau. And yeah, we're gonna just ride this pan to the end. And then there is some cool gimmicks in the next couple of screens. There's gonna be Dark Rayman following me right here. So every move, every step I do, he does the same. You can also skip this, by the way. You can skip the spawn of Dark Rayman by going to the left in the start of the screen and jumping over the trigger, basically. But we're not gonna do that. We like Dark Rayman. Okay. So he's just following us every move. We move to the right there to spawn a cloud here. So yeah, every move he does. So if we get a lot of speed, he as well. Fun fact, once again, on the TAS in Spaceman Masquerader, the TAS actually goes through a wall. the way they do that is they set up a crazy fast boost, and basically it goes through the wall within 1 frame. And the game only tracks, for hitboxes I think it was, every frame. So if you can get through a wall, if you have enough speed, if you have enough speed, you can get through walls that way. The TAS does it in Spaceman Masquerader. It looks really impressive. Once again, advising to watch that for sure. Also, we failed Choco Clip. Sorry, 86. I tried my best. Clown skip right here. We jump on him, and that damage boost makes us grab the chocolate bar, saving like 10 seconds. Okay. Then there is one more cool looking trick. We can get a lot of speed in a little bit and jump over Mr. Dark. It's gonna look really weird if we get it. You basically get like a sort of double jump or something. I don't know how it completely works, but we're gonna try our best to get it. Looks pretty cool. We're gonna use Speed Star. Ah, we failed it. But yeah, we would jump over the boss here in a really weird way. Anyway, you can see that in the TAS, for example. Okay, a few more sections, and we are gonna hit the final end sign of the game into the final boss. Fun fact, number 5 or whatever, this boss can be skipped in the GBA version of the game, actually. The way you skip this is you beat it once, and without resetting your console, if you go through the game again, even on a different save file, it skips this boss fight still. It's really weird. I guess they never expected people to do, to beat the game twice in a row. But yeah, that is possible. So even erasing the save file, starting a new one, you skip the fight. You just enter the fight and it immediately ends. Okay, so yeah, final minutes of the game. Time's coming up relatively soon. We're just avoiding here. We actually don't get to kill or beat Mr. Dark. He just sends over minions for us to instead. So we don't actually get to beat the boss. The only version where you can actually beat Mr. Dark is in the Game Boy Color version, which is like a completely different game, basically. But in that version, you can actually beat Mr. Dark. You actually do hits on him. But here, he just sends minions. Okay, so on this final part here, I can actually get multiple hits in a row. All of them are frame perfect. We call it the double hits. And you can even get like 8 hits in a row. But I'm gonna try, okay, 1, 2. Okay, we already got a triple hit, that's really good. Let's see if we can get any more. Time is coming up, by the way, on the final hit. Starting off with a triple isn't bad, though, okay? Every hit has to be done within 58 frames from each other. And time, here we go. All right. And that's time. So yeah, if we hit the boss and 58 frames later we hit the boss again, we can actually extend those hits. And in a perfect world, you can get 8 hits in a row there. And all of them, like every hit basically saves like 4 seconds or something. So it's a pretty big deal at the end of the run. So yeah, this was Rayman. Hope you guys enjoyed. Shout outs to the Rayman community if you want to learn this game. Any speedrun.com page of Rayman, you can find a Discord link to join the community and learn the run. It's a really fun run for sure. Don't get too scared of the casual game at all. The speedrun is much better, like much easier actually than the casual run. You'll see, it's a great speed game. Thank you guys for watching, and yeah, have fun with the rest of the marathon for sure. Thank you.
All right, that was an incredibly hype run. All I can say about it is, yeah! In the meantime, we've got more runs coming up. Don't go away. Don't leave. Sit right there. Sit down. It's gonna be fine. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be fine. I got some donations for you. I got $15 from Tempest Mask 1000. Hey, I know that guy. Good morning, friends and folks of GDQ. Well, it's hard to believe we've reached Saturday. That doesn't mean the fun is over yet. Even so, I knew I had to donate to Rayman with BSG friend Thextera running. I recommend giving this game a go, or even Rayman Redemption if you have the chance. Thex, have fun, and show Mr. Dark who's boss. Also, say hi to Joe for me. Let's get that Steven fight in Pokemon Emerald. Right now, we've got, let me looking at that Beat Steven fight, we are at $3,600 out of a $50,000 that we need to beat Steven. So if you want to see Steven get crushed, get those donations in. Speaking of donations, we'll have some more when we get back after this quick word from one of our generous sponsors. Welcome back to Summer Games Done Quick 2021 online, powered by Twitch.